And you're launching here in Ghana. Tell us about that. What inspired you to come to Ghana?
Well, we've had fantastic collaborations with Ghanaian institutions over many decades, particularly with the University of Ghana and with the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences. And that collaboration touches areas such as medical diagnostics, vaccines.
As you mentioned, Malaysia and the rest, do you have colleges there as well?
We don't. So I should say Ghana is one of our first hubs. So we are.
This is a great development in Ghana. A professor from London is launching a new university here in Ghana, and this video is going to explain everything you need to know regarding this project here in Accra, Ghana.
From Imperial College, one of the top 10 universities in London, and they're launching a new hub here in Ghana. In the studio with me this morning is Professor Hugh Brady. He's president of Imperial College London and is here to tell us more about it. So before we even get started, what is Imperial College known for? What is the one thing that when you think about Imperial College comes to mind?
I'd say it's the world's most vibrant community of academics working on what we call STEM-B, so science, engineering, medicine, and business.
Right.
So a fantastic community of problem solvers, really focused on coming up with solutions for the existential threats of our time, be that climate change, antimicrobial resistance, food security.
And you're launching here in Ghana. Tell us about that. What inspired you to come to Ghana?
Well, we've had fantastic collaborations with Ghanaian institutions over many decades, particularly with the University of Ghana and with the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences. And that collaboration touches areas such as medical diagnostics, vaccine design, but also really importantly, sustainability, smart cities, precision agriculture. So we're building on a really strong foundation, but looking to take that to another level in terms of the capacity that in combination we can offer the world.
And you already have a community of alumni here in the country?
Yeah, they have been fantastic ambassadors and advocates for the university over so many years. And in fact, one of the reasons for establishing this hub is because they were really encouraging us to up our game and to really build our additional kind of collaborative capacity with Ghanaian institutions.
So in terms of the intention behind coming to set up here in Ghana, what objectives are you hoping to achieve at the end of, your stay here, maybe in the next 5 or 10 years? What are you hoping to achieve with the launch here in Ghana?
Yeah, I think together we will have generated greater research capacity, greater innovation capacity, and help really support and nurture the next generation of entrepreneurs who can really get their teeth into, the big problems of our time. And I mentioned some of them. So, but particularly climate change, particularly antimicrobial resistance, pandemic preparedness, but equally that they will be applying their discoveries to generate the next SMEs, the next companies, the next jobs, for Ghana, while making an impact on the world in these really important areas.
I'm sure you did some research and all that. Did you identify some gaps in all these areas that you are seeking to fill?
Well, one great example is, of course, the whole world is talking about generative AI. So, one of the components of the launch, which is probably for me most exciting, is that we, with the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences and the University of Ghana, will be part of the Eric and Wendy Schmidt AI Fellows Program. So Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google, has put together this global program looking at how you apply AI for good in the world. We will be part of that. University of Ghana and the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences are part of that. But really importantly, bringing in other partners in Malaysia, in Brazil, in India. So this is team science at an international scale, which is what we need if we're going to really make inroads dealing with the likes of climate change, the likes of urbanization.
Yeah. So do you have the places you mentioned, Malaysia and the rest, do you have colleges there as well?
We don't. So I should say Ghana is one of our first hubs. So we are, as the initial phase, 4 hubs. We're delighted that Ghana is at the vanguard of that, and both to collaborate locally, but also for West Africa. That's really important, and in good company with San Francisco, with Bangalore, and with Singapore.
That's interesting. For your very first hub in West Africa, and you chose Ghana.
Well, you mentioned our alumni. So
Yes,
one is our
okay.
alumni really encouraged us. But secondly, because of the strength of the collaborations that already exist. And thirdly, the generosity of the Schmidt program, for example, allows us to take it to another level. And particularly to look at how we use AI to make the world, a safer, healthier, smarter, more sustainable, more prosperous place. So what a fantastic opportunity.
In terms of science and technology, specifically, what areas will emerge from these new partnerships?
So you will see us build additional capacity in areas where we already have good partnerships. And I mentioned medical diagnostics, particularly digital diagnostics in remote areas, vaccine design, but really importantly, that interface between the environment, health, and urbanization, which is something that is as important to the UK as it is to Ghana and West Africa.
Yeah.
So even this week we have 40 really smart young people, early career researchers from Ghana and from Imperial, looking at these problems together. 40.
That's impressive.
And they are just fantastic. They give you hope for the future.
So how's the reception been in general? Since you entered the country, how's the reception been in terms of those who are receiving your message, those who you're partnering with, those who are even helping you set up? How would you say the assessment of the reception has been?
An incredibly warm welcome, but as important, I think there's a real sense of ambition and transformation. So I mentioned those 40 students. They are determined to make the world a better place, and what appropriate ambition, and the fact that they are applying their collective brain power, to such an important area as climate change and future cities. That's exactly what we need the young people of today focused on. And, when you're in their company, just the buzz in the room, the ambition, the enthusiasm, just fantastic.
My final question to you would be, what is the future of UK-Ghana science partnerships, and who would you like to work with more closely?
So I think for us, what's really important is that we build on the strong collaborations with the University of Ghana and the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences, but use that as a springboard for greater collaboration in West Africa, in the region. And I think, I know that is a shared ambition of our Ghanaian partners. And again, it comes back to then, if we're going to crack the big problems of our time, such as climate change, we need team science at unprecedented scale that crosses borders. And that's what this is about. That is trying to build that capacity that we need with the urgency to deliver the solutions to make the world a better place.
So this is really a great development for Ghana, and this will also attract a lot of foreigners to come to Ghana to school here and also help the economy of the country, if you ask me. A lot of foreigners come to Ghana to invest in their country, to see what they can do, even do business here, buy property here, do real estate business here in Ghana. Ghana has always been the center of Africa. When they think of Africa, Ghana is always the first things that come to foreigners' mind when they want to come to Africa. We have an amazing Africa country in the continent of Africa. We have 54 countries in Africa, but Ghana have a way of attracting foreigners to come to invest in the country. The country are able to sell itself by itself. We don't even need to talk about Ghana, because when foreigners come to the country, they see things for themselves. They see the way the country is being arranged, the system is working in the country. Of course, you might not get everything right when you come to Ghana, but at the same time, the system is actually working in the country. This attracts foreigners to come to Ghana to invest in the country. A lot of them, they are here. Some of them are even staying in the country, because when they come, they get value of what they are doing in the country. They get value on their investment they are investing in the country. And this school this man is going to bring to Ghana is going to really help a lot of foreigners coming to the country to school. According to him, Ghana is the first country is going to launch this university in Ghana. And this university is among the 10 best universities in London. So you can imagine that school here in Ghana is going to be an amazing achievement. And I also pray that this project is able to stay, at least grow in the country, to also see how this school can also contribute to help the society in the country. And one thing is for sure, and I also believe that before the space of 10 years to 20 years in Ghana, Ghana is going to turn a 360 around. Like, this country is going to be so developed that people will not believe that this is actually Ghana, because the way Ghana is growing so fast, the way foreigners are coming to invest in the country, a lot of investors in the country coming to do something in the country, Ghana is going to really be the New York of Africa. Of course, it's already the New York of Africa, but the way Ghana is going so fast, Ghana is going to be already number one, is going to remain the number one of Africa. Yes, we have an amazing country in Africa, but Ghana is always finding a way to always be in the map. Trust me, Ghana just sells itself by itself, because when foreigners come, they see these things from themselves. We don't have to tell them. When they come here for the first time to see if they can invest in the country, they are really, really satisfied with what they see. That is why they keep coming. They have an amazing country in Africa. And trust me, all African countries are unique and wonderful, but at the same time, Ghana just find a way to just be always top. Because when they come to tourism, when they come to explore the country, they come to view the country, to see if they can come here to invest in the country, they see these things for themselves, and nobody has to tell you, because Ghana is a unique country we have in West Africa, and of course is one of the great motherland we have in the world. So please, if you have not liked the video, do me well by liking the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn notification bell, so whenever I post a new video, you will not miss out on my amazing content. Share with a friend who would love to watch this video with you. Drop your comment below of what you think of the video. What do you think about this development? Do you agree with it? Do you think this school is going to be of help to us in Ghana here? Please feel free to drop your comment below in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.